All right, guys, talk about a great start to the week for Palantir stock. We're up over 11% right now after we got news on Friday that the stock was officially added to the S&P 500, which, guys, I don't know about you, but we've been waiting for this for many quarters, and it finally happened, and this has propelled the stock to almost $34 per share, and now we're trading at a fresh high on the 4-hour chart, a fresh year-to-date high, and I believe on the 3-year chart, officially, well, I guess we have been at a high on the 3-year chart, but now we just hit another one, and we're pushing closer and closer to all-time highs, although we're still about $10 away from all-time highs. We're heading in the right direction. So guys, we're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, and later in the video, we'll go over maybe the indexes if we have time and some other stocks. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo, and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, that's a no-brainer. So again, use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo, and let's dive right into the video. So you guys can see, if I zoom in here on the 4-hour time frame, we were trading in a downwards channel for almost a month. Looks like here a good 3 weeks. If I zoom in a little bit, we were trading in this downwards channel for a good 3 weeks. And with this news on Friday, I mean, guys, we have just completely broken out. Like I said in the intro, we're at a fresh high on this time frame. On the 3-year chart, we're getting pretty close to all-time highs now. And clearly, this is a breakout for the stock. And the thing is, now that it's been officially added to the S&P 500 along with Dell, and I believe American Airlines and Etsy got kicked out, now fund managers that track the S&P 500, essentially, they have to add Palantir to their fund, their portfolio, in other words, right? They have to add the stock now, Palantir, even though it's arguably overvalued, which I'm not thinking that, but there are people that think that. It doesn't matter. It still has to get added now by funds that track the S&P 500. So that's actually causing a buying frenzy right now. Again, we're up 11.4%. Volume's kicking up to a fresh high here. Volume hasn't been this high in about a couple of weeks here. And let me just pull up Dell very quickly. I'm actually interested. I'm curious, what's Dell doing right now, as the stock market at the time that I'm making this video just ended up opening, and it looks like we lost connection to the Wi-Fi, guys. Not looking too good. What the heck's going on here? Give me a second, guys. Let's figure this out. Hold on. Bear with me. But, yeah, looks like Dell is up around 4%. And holy smokes, Dell's actually down a good chunk from all-time highs. Or not all-time highs, maybe all-time highs, actually. But at least here on the 4-hour chart, we're down from $185 now to $106 per share. And it looks like my camera froze, guys. I'm sorry. I only have a little bit more here in Greece, and I'll be back to my normal setup. I actually can't wait for that to produce better videos for you guys. There we go. Now we're back up and running. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it looks like Dell is up around 4.5% because, again, now that it got added to the S&P, same with Palantir, the funds that track the S&P are forced essentially to add these stocks, right? It makes sense. It's pretty obvious. That's how it works, right? So we're breaking out on PLTR here, and let me pull up the max chart to show you guys what I'm looking at on this time frame. We can see now we're obviously pushing the mid 30s, right? Which Looks like here, you guys remember, I've covered this before on the channel, but in I think the middle of November, or right around November of 2020, we kind of peaked out at about $33, $34 per share. We're talking almost 4 years ago, guys, and that's exactly where we are right now. Literally $33, $34 per share is where we're at right now. So I'm thinking if we break out of here, which it looks like it wants to, guys. Palantir wants to break 33, 34 bucks. The next main gap is up to about $39 per share, where the stock peaked in the beginning of 2021. You guys can see that. And if that point ends up breaking, that's when we could be going to all-time highs. Of course, nothing's guaranteed. Do your own research, yada, yada, yada. I'm not a financial advisor, but this looks pretty poised for a continuation play, for the breakout to continue, at least the way I'm looking at it right now. I think $34 to $38 per share, that window, 34 to 39, that could easily fill in the short term. Then from there, maybe $45 could be right around the corner, which is the all-time high for Palantir. And think about how much more fundamentally sound the company is now at $33 per share than it was 4 years ago at $45. It's night and day, guys, night and day. I mean, for Pete's sake, I forget the exact numbers, but net income from last year has gone up like 5 times. I think last year, in the most recent quarter, they reported $27 million of net income. Now in the quarter they just reported, it was like $130 or $40 million of net income. So night and day difference just from last year. Think about now from 4 years ago, right? Yeah, it's night and day difference. And the fundamentals are only getting stronger. And there goes my camera messing up again, guys. Again, I'm sorry. I apologize for the lack of the quality, I guess, in the videos. But again, I'm still in Greece. Been here for about 3 weeks. Got about 1 week left, and I'll be back home, back in the studio. Not making videos on my recliner chair here, guys, in the house, which it's nice. It's actually nice making videos here, but the internet kind of sucks. I mean, the Wi-Fi, my grandma put it in. I'm in my grandparents' house in Greece right now, guys, and let's just say the Wi-Fi is not the best, but we're working with what we got here, all right? And Palantir is making this move today, now almost 12% in the green, in the midst of a very strong green day for the stock market, where the Russell 2000 is up 0.3%, not too much, but the NASDAQ's up 1.3%. You guys see that right here. NASDAQ is seeing some green today. SPY's also seeing some green, of course. SPY's up around 0.8, 0.9%, and the Dow is up 0.75% pretty much. Let's pull this up so you guys can see. Yeah, Dow's up around 0.75%, not too bad. And the charts actually look pretty good on the Dow, guys. Maybe a nice bounce back could be occurring here in the low 40,000 point level. Let's see how that ends up playing out. But yeah, looking pretty good. For me, Palantir is the most green stock on my watch list. But other than that, we have DJT moving almost 10%. Coinbase is up 6%. DraftKings, ARM Holdings, those are bouncing back today. It looks like Tesla, Nvidia as well. And are there any stocks selling off? Of course there are. Looks like GameStop's down a little bit, which this one's reporting earnings pretty soon. Looks like Apple's in the red, down about 1%. Let's see what else. JD down about 1.4%. But either way, today, guys, as long as Palantir is crushing it, my portfolio is looking very good. Probably yours as well. That's if you hold Palantir, as it is up almost 12%. Excuse me, guys, on the day thus far. And look, we actually just hit $34 per share, which is huge. That was about, 20 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, not even. So what do you guys think? Do you own the stock? Are you buying more? Let me know in the comments down below. And personally, I'm up over 50% on my position, so I'm not buying more at this point. I'm just holding on. I'm not selling. I'm just holding on, and I'm curious what you guys are doing. Let me know down below in the comments. Run the likes up. Make sure to subscribe. Join the mailing list. It's free down below, and get up to 15 stocks for a moo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below, or go to stocksurfast.com/moo, and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY. Guys, that's a no-brainer. So again, use that link or go to stocksurfast.com/moo, and I'll catch you in the next video.